call Mount Shasta. Kind of. There's a good view of Mount Shasta. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Here's a good view coming up. There you go. Beautiful mountain. Beautiful sunshiny day with blue sky backdrop. Couldn't ask for anything better than this. like the 82nd time today. Did do a hard recording of the last 35 minutes or so that we didn't have a signal. Look for that later. How fast are we climbing this hill? Well, check out the live speedometer on the website on our 2020 dashboard. New for 2020 in our 12th season of broadcasting. Same thing with the altimeter. Still a few buffer monsters to work out. Alright, so we have to come in here and take our half-hour break. I hope there's parking. How's that for a view? Like that view? You get the mountain, the trees, and you get some truck traffic. Alright. Knock it off with all this silly weed jokes. I know, I get it, but it gets old after a while. Alright, so what was I gonna do? So right now
messaging. Home messaging. You have 0 hours and 43 minutes of remaining drive time.
Let me see. So I'm thinking. We've only got 2.5 hours on our 14-hour clock. You can still see the view, pretty much. You know, I don't remember if that's Mount Shasta or if that's one of the other mountains. I forgot. Every time I come here, I forget the name of it. So right now we're taking a break, and let's see what we got going on. It is Mountain Shasta. All right. Good afternoon to everybody. When we went through the mountains earlier, that was called the Shasta Trinity National Forest, for anybody who's interested. Okay, so yeah, we'll take our half-hour break, then we will drive a little bit more, and then we'll call it a day. We do deliver tomorrow. Mrs. B, you're welcome. What am I having to eat? Nothing. Ford truck, mash it sticker. Take a picture of you and your truck. And we'll put you in the worldwide gallery there, Eric. Riley. Am I going to have lunch? No. I did update the trip journal from this morning. So, and Eric, make sure you tell me how long you've been watching, how you found us, where you're located or whatever, so I got something to write about you in the Worldwide Road Crew. I'm surprised ain't nobody wanted to be in it, but like 1 or 2 people. What's the weather like? Beautiful and sunshine, just like you see.
Big Rig Travels live broadcast. We hope you're enjoying the ride as we take you across America on the longest running road trip ever. Make sure you click on subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know whenever we go live. Don't forget to stop by the BigRigTravels.com website to learn about this trip and visit the BRT store and pick up your favorite shirts and the official Mash It mug.
And we're gonna
on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Sorry about that. Didn't mean to step on you, Facebook lady. We are putting up a new Instagram picture right now for you. Jack the Cat, big screen TV. Woohoo! Alright, so we put up an Instagram picture. If you follow me on Instagram, you could check it out there. Or, if you go to the blog on the website, I have our Instagram feed posted there and you could see the pictures there. Great place for a break. Will my next trip take us out east? It will not. I gave you all a big clue earlier today. Cyber Flyer. Woohoo! Check that out. Ain't that a classic picture? Somebody needs to make that our Facebook Road Crew cover page, cover art, whatever. Wheelchair. Howdy. Don't I get time off at the end of this month? I do not. Thank you, Bill. We did a walkabout up here? I don't remember that. Howdy, Hal. Edric, howdy. I don't remember doing a walkabout. I mean, don't mean we didn't, but I just don't remember it. Thank you, Galaxy. I hope that isn't a bot. Girly Galaxy. How many miles do I drive each year? It depends. But if you look at the trip journal, you can see what we did last year and you can see what we're doing this year. Oh, the Veterans Memorial. Okay. By the way, howdy, Ken. How are you? Ken Laws, by the way. Big part of the success of Big Rig Travels. Ken Laws takes care of all the YouTube titles and keywords and descriptions and changes the titles and everything. Man, Ken Laws does it all with YouTube. So make sure you say thanks to Ken Laws. I appreciate it. Can I drive 1,000,000 miles this year? Of course not. But yeah, we did the, in fact, that was our last walkabout, wasn't it? The Vietnam Memorial out on 97. We'll pass by it again. We won't stop, but Melody remembers the clue. DB, thanks for following BigRigTravels on Instagram. I appreciate it. You can also follow us on Twitter if you like to be a tweeter. Yes, we got top-notch moderators. And if you're a moderator, please send me your picture so we can put you and give you proper recognition on our new BRT support team page that we're building. But I need a picture from each of my moderators. Some kind of picture. I don't care what kind of picture. It's got to be something that represents you. Either your mug or, I don't know, something. Ken Laws gave it to me. Marco gave me his. So the rest of the moderators gotta hurry up so I can go ahead and open it up. Ruth, thank you. Barbara Lou, thanks for the $20. Hey, I appreciate that. Oh, I think she's saying I look like a pear. A blue pear at that. Thank you very much, Barbara. See, y'all get to watch the trucks back in and everything. See, we came in, got a spot, took care of business. Yeah, I think it was last July because it was hot. I was sweating to death. We're not done yet, Patsy. Pat's, New York. I don't know what. Dude, you got 3 spaces. Pull it in the middle one. You can do it. 3 spaces. Have I ever been to Multnomah Falls? I absolutely have, several times, in fact. $93,000 miles last year. There you go. Somebody's looking at the trip journal. Nice. I appreciate that. Am I going through Bend? I believe this is accurate. That would be accurate. You are exactly correct, Stormmaster. California law says that all tractor trailers must have trailer skirts. Otherwise, it's a $1,500 fine. Now, whether this truck knows about that or not, I don't know. But that's not for me to really worry about. He's from Canada, so I don't know. Maybe Canada is exempt. Abbotsford, British Columbia. Yeah, if 97 goes through Bend, we'll go through that. We'll go through Bend. We'll go through Sheniko and Biggs Junction and all that good stuff. I love that drive. It's a wonderful drive. All that good stuff. Who's beeping? Not us. I don't know who's beeping at who. See, now in this case, we always opt for the multiple open spots. Who's beeping? Multiple open spots so that you have extra room, and then you could wiggle it. Fletcher ordered a Mash It mug. Hey, I thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Edric, thank you. Y'all like the new website design? I like it. We still have more pages that I'm working on. It's only going to get better and better. It's just a matter of me getting time to work on the website little by little. We've got a lot of the biggest change is done. We got a little bit minor changes. I wonder if this Prime was beeping the horn. Impatient. You can't do that. Am I going through Lincoln and Omaha again? I don't know. Eventually we will. I don't ever know where we're going until we get there. We do have a progress bar, but it's not a progress bar per se. It's on the right hand side of the new dash. It's a circular thing. So it's, instead of a bar, straight bar, it's now a wrapped around circle. I figured that's, I think you could still read that, right? Am I coming to Ohio? I have no idea. One day we will. It does no good to beep at people trying to back up. If you're that much of a hurry, you should have left 10 minutes earlier. I would rather wait on somebody and them take their time than for them to hurry up and crash into somebody. Karen from Pennsylvania, howdy. All right, Kyle, what's your question? M.A. Sudi, how are you over there across the pond? Eric, how many gallons of diesel does the tractor hold? We have 2 100-gallon tanks. Eric, no, who was it? Kyle, what's your question? Snowman needs his eyes cleaned. What's wrong with Snowman? Looks pretty good to me. Jeffries, howdy. There is already a tour of our semi on YouTube. Maybe a moderator could find that video. Ken Laws probably can. But there, if you go to our channel on YouTube, you could type in, truck tour or whatever, and we already did a view of it, or whatever you want to call it. That's another page we're working on too. Shanico. Okay, I'll fall for that. I'll be your Huckleberry. I'll go with that. We are actually working on another page where I'll give you all the specs, photos, video, everything else of our truck. So all of your truck questions could be answered then. But that's another page I'm trying to work on at the same time as the others. Wayne, the longer I sit here, the longer I'm ready to call it a night. Kyle, so what's your question? Did I miss it? I'm scrolling back. I don't know. I thought Kyle had a question. I do not have my Canon camera with me. I sent it last time off. I sent it to get cleaned and weather seals checked and brought all back up to factory specs. shutter count was 35,681. So I figured it was time to get it cleaned and all of that stuff. So coming to Vermont, we've been there before. I don't know when we'll be back though. That's kind of up there out of the way. Children's book about trucking. I have been entertaining the idea of working on 1,000,000 miles across America photography table book, but I don't think anybody's willing to pay the high price of a leather bound super duper nice special edition book. Otherwise I would. I suppose I could build one, and if somebody wants to pay that high price, then that's fine. And if not, well then they just don't, I guess. You're welcome, Kyle. Devil's Travels. Road Crew is a perfect example of the children's books. You're exactly right. Hey, Ken, to the rescue. Thank you very much, sir. You're the man that knows every video we have. Currently, we have the 6D. We had the 7D, but we don't use that anymore. We got the 6D now because of the full frame. Absolutely love my full frame. Yes, we will bring the Segway next time. Will I take a photo or two? We got the camera rolling in Snowman. We've got 2 cameras facing. How many more pictures you want? Why is Knight just sitting here? Because he's waiting on other people to park. You know, Yvonne, the longer I sit here, the more I'm thinking of exactly that. We got a perfect space. Stacy, howdy. Glad you enjoy it. I've never owned a Nikon camera. I've just always been a Canon man. You know, I think Nikon puts out a nice product. You know, it's kind of like Ford and Chevy and Dodge and Mopar and all of that mess. You just have your favorite for whatever reason, and that's what you stick with. Very rare do I use RAW because I don't have time to edit all the thousands of pictures that I take. But if it's something super spectacular, I do shoot it all in RAW and just keep the RAW file in case I need it. Okay, chat's rolling by too fast. Am I still ahead of schedule? We are fantastically ahead of schedule because it is now, what time is it? It's 5 minutes to 4 o'clock. Our appointment was scheduled for 4 o'clock this afternoon, remember? So, we're what? 300 miles ahead? So, yeah, we're fabulous. You know, here, let's do this. Let's take care of that. The shippers loaded us at what, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock?
Home. Messaging. Home. Messaging. Home. Messaging. You have 0
not what I
hours and
want.
17 minutes of remaining drive time. Home. Messaging.
You know what? Okay, wait a minute. Let me see what the next trip. Let me work the schedule out in my head. Oh, I lied to you guys. We're not going to Wenatchee. Oh no, I lied to you. We're going someplace else. I had a Sony Mavica. I absolutely did. All right, we're here for the night. We're nice.
Home. Messaging. You have 0 hours and 15 minutes of remaining drive time.
So we're officially done. But we'll leave the camera going for you. How about that? Alright, so let's officially go through the numbers and all that other stuff, but we'll keep the camera going so you could watch the mountain and the trucks and all that stuff. Alright, sound like a winner? Alright, so let's go over some numbers real quick. Y'all talked me into it.
Done for the day. It's time to go over the numbers.
All right, we've done 336.0 miles today. Woohoo! We have 15 hours, 32 minutes left on our 70-hour clock. 2 hours, 1 minute left on our 14-hour clock. Tomorrow we pick up 11 and a half hours. In 2 days, we pick up 1.5 hours. So we're still looking okay for hours. We've got 429 miles to go to delivery. It is a drop, and we could drop it as soon as we get there. So we're stuck here for the night. It's just the perfect sunshiny day. It's a Saturday. We got loaded early. We're way ahead of schedule. It's hard to pass this up, to be honest with you. So let's do the closing of the show, but after that, we'll keep the cameras going. So let's finish out this tag for the show. So hang on.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
All right, edit point. All right. All right. Now the official stream's done. All right, so we're going to keep the video going now that the official video is done. And this is your time to watch. If you want to stay and watch the trucks. I guess everybody's leaving anyways. What am I going to have for dinner? I don't know. Devil's Travels. Plumber's hair. Don't let him fool you. That was a wig. That was not plumber hair. That was a wig that was put on backwards. I know. I saw it. I was there. Spartanburg, South Carolina. Howdy. How are you? And see, the camera probably won't overheat because y'all are in the sun. So that'll be nice. Scroll up. We gave you the link to the video of the truck. I mean, yeah, scroll up a little bit. It's there somewhere. What am I hauling today? You'll find out after we deliver. And then we'll post it in the trip journal. Y'all got to work for some of the stuff. We provide all the information you guys need, and sometimes you just have to work a little bit. Orlando, Florida, howdy. Trev, howdy. Lapine, Oregon. I have no clue where that is. Fargo, North Dakota, checking in. Howdy. You know, there's a couple shops around here. I wonder if there's a restaurant here. Am I comfy in the truck? Yeah. Lapine, 30 miles south of 97. Let me pull up my map. Yeah, that was pretty wild. Snow in South Carolina. In Georgia. There you go, Kinlaws. I was going to dig it up, but Kinlaws beat me to it. Alright, whoever that was looking for that link, there's your link. Grab it. Do most all trailers have reefers? No, there's dry vans, there's curtain side, there's all sorts of trailers. Reefer just happens to be what I haul. We stretch our legs once in a while. Is this the same night guy trying to find a parking spot? Yeah, I think parking's gonna get pretty slim here pretty soon. Alaska checking in. Good deal, Amy. Howdy, welcome. Garland, Texas. I know where that is. Green Bay, Wisconsin. Howdy. Boy, everybody from all around the world's checking in. $24.99 from Ken Smith. That's all right, Ken. I'll give you a penny. We'll make it up around 25. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. Am I planning on going to any truck shows this year? Well, I am. The last time we went to Mid-America Trucking Show in Louisville, Kentucky was 2010. And you can get those pictures in the BigRigTravels.net trucking related galleries. So 2020, at the end of next month, I am going to try really hard to do a live broadcast from the Louisville Truck Show. So that's what we're working on. Bully up, Washington. Howdy. Do I ever go home? Home's 3 feet behind my driver's seat. Oh, now I forgot. Where's Lapine? I was going to look that up. See, I don't get no work done if I'm reading chat. Let's see, let me look that up. Lapine. Lapine, Oregon. Well, I'll make you a deal. Oh, I forgot who it was that was asking me. I will try to remember to stop there for you for a handshake or a coffee break or whatever. No promises because I might forget. I'm old like that. But remind me. We'll give it a shot. I don't have a problem stopping there. I just need to make sure I remember. Does that make sense? Lewis, howdy, howdy. Pennsylvania, howdy. Lavelle, Wyoming, howdy. So whoever that was asking, we'll try. I'll try to remember. Northeast Ohio, Carol Ann checking in. Howdy. All I can say is we'll try. I might forget. We'll have to see. Yes, I'm sitting here thinking it's been 10 years since we did the truck show. We did the truck show in Dallas in 2009, then Louisville in 2010. So now I guess it's time to go back and broadcast live. What do you think of that? Corpus Christi, howdy. You tried the link, but the link didn't work. Well, works for me. Here, I'll post it a different way for you. Cody, Wyoming. I do get that way once in a while. Am I bored? No. Okay, yeah, the link's good. You're going to have to just try again, but you have to go to 1 hour and 19 minutes. How did I learn technology, website, etc.? I've always been interested in broadcasting, photography, driving, all of that stuff. Website, I've always tinkered with building websites. Teslas, look at that, a whole bunch of Teslas. And so it's just a matter of doing it myself, learning how, seeing what works and what doesn't work. So the kids watched the weigh-in this morning, huh? Good deal. Where's all the kids at? Have I ever thought I'm going to quit trucking? When I have to wake up at 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. to deliver, yeah. But not really. Roger, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, sir. I just believe in staying away from all the heavy-duty rules and regulation explaining and protesting and, you know, all of that mess. Yeah, that's important for truck driving, and there's forums for that, and other trucker channels cover all that. So I don't need to just rehash the same old stuff that they do. The other side of trucking, which is the reason why I got into truck driving, was for the discovery of new roads, discovery of new places that we've not been to before, the excitement of living out on the open road, the travel, the scenery, the mountain streams, the mountains, the desert, and all that stuff. So that's why we don't have cameras facing me. We don't. I'm not the movie star of this. Nature is. The road is. You know. So we try to focus on the travel part, the exploration part, and we leave all the technical things about trucking to all the other YouTube truckers. And nothing against it. Everybody's got their place. I just like focusing on what's out my front window. Does that make sense? Do I ever get to New England very much? I do not really. I mean, I'll go anywhere, but freight just doesn't get up that way too much. Roger, you're welcome. You're welcome. Huh? Can your zippered hoods marry? Huh? I have no idea what you're asking me. So, what time is it now? It's only 4:15 here. Wow. We're done for the day, Gomer Pile. Trying to get your channel off the ground. Okay. Any advice that I can give? What is your channel going to be about? I don't know how to say it. First off, don't make a channel just to get subscribers and all that other stuff, because then you'll be making your content just to get subscribers, and that's like backward thinking to me. You have to have content that is your own, that is coming from your own brain, coming from your own reasoning. Make your channel different from anybody else's. Find a niche. You could be like everybody else, but you don't want to be like everybody else. I don't want to be like every other YouTube truck driver. I want to be my own truck driver, run my own channel. So, be unique in your approach. Be unique in what you offer and what you're trying to do. Have a goal or a theme of what you want to do. That really would be the very basic building blocks. You can always send me an email, and if you have specific questions or whatever. Can you get zippered hoodies? You mean where the hoodie comes off? We don't have that. We have the hoodies attached or not. If you're talking about the BigRigTravels store. Patsy, I appreciate that. Or Patsy. I don't know why I keep saying Patsy. Edbot message. I love that Edbot message. Yeah. Anybody, no matter if you're a truck driver or a garden channel or whatever you want, be unique. Anybody can copy anybody else's way of doing things, but then you're not going to be memorable. You have to do something that blows everybody else out of the water. And I'm not trying to blow my own horn, but think about it. We have the most complex website to go along with our YouTube channel. I don't know of any other truck driver that has that. I've never heard of any other truck driver that has a live speedometer and live altimeter, live weather, all of that stuff. Right, information fed right from the truck. Not to put any other truck drivers down, obviously, but I'm not interested in talking nonstop for a 10-hour drive, or having cameras on me, or having cameras on the dashboard. I'm here to show you what's in front of the windshield, and that's it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So you got to make your own channel, and for your own reason. Don't do it to make money. Don't do it to get subscribers. do it because you love doing it, and if nobody shows up, would you still do it? And my answer is yes. If I got 3 people watching my stream only, I would do exactly what I'm doing, because that's the way we started out. I actually created the camera and whatnot to show my friends and family what I was seeing out on the highway. I had no idea 37,000 people would be tuning in. You know what I'm saying? So do something that you love doing, and the followers will actually happen automatically. Yes, the boss knows all about the channel, trust me. All the legal stuff has been worked out. Now, we don't discuss it with the public, but I've been doing this for 12 years now. Trust me, everybody and their brother knows. And that's why we follow certain rules, such as no filming on customer property, no telling what I'm hauling while I'm hauling it, no company names or logos or none of that mess, because we don't want to have anybody think that we're sponsoring a company, or we don't want anybody to think a company is sponsoring Big Rig Travels. We want absolutely zero connection or anything like that. Does that make sense? So yeah, obviously everybody knows. We've sat in the big offices discussing it. But yeah, what I'm doing has nothing to do with who I drive for and all that mess. Just we don't want to mix brands. We don't want misunderstandings. Nothing. How many times a year do I replace tires? Well, it's more like how many years go by before we replace tires, because we get about an average of 225 to 250,000 miles out of a set of tires. Have I found another favorite hat yet? No. I'm very picky about my hats. I see Steve S. with a puppy dog. I don't listen to talk radio, podcasts, music. I don't know. It's even before I went broadcasting and all this other stuff, I've never been one to collect CDs and cassette tapes. I've never been one to really have the radio on. I like entertaining my, the voices in my head. I just like it that way. I'll roll down the window. I like the sound of the engine. I like the sound of traffic going by, whatever else. So yeah, besides a lot of my ideas for the website, I can actually think through a lot of problems with a website or whatever, and that's where I get answers from, because I get to sit here and think about it. Have I ever delved into shortwave radio? No. What was the story about my hat? Well, I basically just left it in the shower, or on the shower shelf. Have I ever had a tire blow out? A couple times. Has a truck hit 100,000 miles? No. You could look at the miles on the website. I forgot what page it's on, but it's there. We updated it. We update it every day. Companions or pets? We used to have TK the truck cat. We don't have anything anymore. Do I stream every day? Every day we drive, every mile we drive, we can. Howdy to Ecuador. hoodie that zips like a jacket. We do not. At least not right now. Maybe we could look into that in the future, but right now we don't have it. Can I take code? Are you talking about Morse code or what? Our website code? I don't know. Richard, you like it, huh? I do some basic stuff. Marco writes the PHP pages, which is a speedometer, and he writes the code and the scripting that takes the GPS information from our from our truck and translates it into the website. But I take care of the website design and everything else. So, what rings my bell? I have no idea. I don't have a doorbell. Beautiful sunset, ocean breeze, or mountain road. All of them. All of the above. Have I ever had any accidents? No, I have not. 0 accidents, 0 violations, 0, nothing, 0. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. Truck and engine, we've got a DD15. I don't know. Let me pull up the thing. We are working on a complete explanation of what kind of truck we have with pictures, videos, specs, and the whole 9 yards. So look for that in the future. We'll announce it to you, but here's a little thing for you. Fuel bonus. I don't get a fuel bonus because I don't pay for it. Marco says I delete code. One time we deleted and lost weather. Okay, I can't keep up with Chad. Thank you, Math. I appreciate that. How many cup holders? 6, I think. No. What are we hauling? Same thing. Okay, yes, truck is automatic. Alright, you guys keep watching. I'm gonna go get some coffee and all that stuff. Give my eyes a rest. Chat's moving by so fast and I can't answer questions quick enough. But you guys are welcome to continue watching. I'll come back and I'll chat with you guys a little bit more. Alright? Because now we're getting into the silly questions like Gary's question. I'll be back shortly.
You're in the middle of another Big Rig Travels live broadcast. We hope you're enjoying the ride as we take you across America on the longest running road trip ever. Make sure you click on subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know whenever we go live. Don't forget to stop by the BigRigTravels.com website to learn about this trip and visit the BRT store and pick up your favorite shirts and the official Mash mug.
Maybe somebody could do a time lapse of this stream. Wow, camera's not overheating or nothing. That's great. Yep, spots are filling up. This is a small truck stop anyways. Get some nice airflow in here. Howdy, howdy, how are you? No, we didn't do no flights. We worked on the nuclear missiles. You can still look over him. Howdy, Joshua. Nope, that flatbed is a Werner. Sylvia, thank you. Silvio Lewis. Appreciate that. What's the temperature here? I don't know. The website will tell you, but let me look it up. 57 is what it shows. Here comes a red Peterbilt. Oklahoma City, howdy. Cat Stray, howdy. Yeah, it'll be nice, cool sleeping weather tonight. Central Georgia, howdy. Welcome to the channel. Scott, you'll have to look on Facebook or whatever. I don't know if I have a picture of it, but I think some other road crew put one up. Discuss 1942. I have no idea what that is. I monitor the reefer temps, but yes, the trailer does send it to the dispatch office as well. Man, when that sun reflects off of the white trailer, it's pretty blinding. We don't talk about nuclear bombs here. Well, I went back online to the people I bought it from, and I even did a real deep search, like 10 pages deep and all that stuff. I found similar, but not exactly the one I lost. So, YouTube keeps buffering. Let me see. I show it good here. Must be on your end. Remember, a lot of times buffer monsters happen on your towers. We could be good, but the buffer monsters happen on the viewer's end as well. Mr. Manlet, howdy. So, trucking in Wyoming, what do you want your YouTube channel to be about? Let me get out my laptop. Do I have a drone? I do. Do you do local stuff? Or you go all over, or what? Another truck by the Kenworth. That flatbed is a Werner Enterprises out of Nebraska. Bobby, howdy. Desert Rat, howdy. Oh no, no tomato pie. Yuck. I'll give you, well, I don't know where you run around trucking in Wyoming. I think in your case, because signal is erratic on the back roads of Wyoming and whatnot, I would probably make yours recorded videos and then edit titles and music and all that stuff, the way some other truck drivers do. Doing it live like we do, I think it would be pretty impossible. Just my opinion there. Tony Somerset, glad you like the channel. Make sure you subscribe and check out BigRigTravels.com. No, my package is 2 steps away from the house in Belvedere. Ah. I'm not there. They need to deliver it here. You're welcome. Welcome trucking. CB radios, nobody ever talks on them anymore. I try to tell trucks passing that they have flat tires or their trailer lights aren't on or whatever. Nobody ever responds back. Nobody ever listens. Nobody ever talks. There's only junk on there, cussing and all that, and we don't really take part in that anymore. You're welcome, Mama Debbie. Okay, I just now made a coupon code for you. If you buy a hat from the BigRigTravels store, any hat from the BigRigTravels store, I will give you a free hat pin. All you have to do is put the hat that you want in your cart, put the hat pin in your cart, and then use the coupon code FREEPIN, FREEPIN, and you'll get the hat pin for free. Sound like an idea? And it's good until the end of the month. Any noise, any news on the toy trucks? I don't know. What news are we waiting on? Richard, thank you very much. There you go. William M. heard me. Buy any hat on the BigRigTravels site. Put that in your cart. Put the hat pin in your cart, and you get the hat pin for free. But you got to use the coupon code FREEPIN. And I'll probably put that information in the blog tomorrow too. But surprise coupon code, we did that for Christmas, but I just updated the coupon to be good until the end of February. The toy custom trucks, we're still working on that. I don't know anything else I could tell you right now. Your 2020 calendars went out Monday, I think. Tuesday? Monday was a holiday, so they probably went out Tuesday. No, we don't have time to go all the way to Washington tonight. We need to leave some driving for tomorrow. So you have some good video to watch tomorrow. Where's my plug? I need to plug in the laptop. I love my new laptop. The old one was just not cutting it anymore. You know, you watch the pavement in the parking lot here and the shadows are getting longer. So if you watch, you'll be able to watch the shadows run right up the mountain. When I retire, will I be a millionaire? I'm going to say probably. The exact hour I start driving again, I don't know, because, you know, if I wake up at 8, we'll go drive at 8. If I wake up at 6, we'll go drive at 6. But the best way you could do it is make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, that way you get notified. Other than that, you know, just check, I guess, once in a while. I hate to say we're leaving at 6 because, man, if I, you know, wake up at 6 and I'm tired, I'm going to go back to bed, you know. Howdy, Jimberg. Eugene, Oregon. There you go. Depends on how late I stay up. Yeah, we ain't leaving the camera on all night. Doug Fish, howdy.
You're in the middle of another Big Rig Travels live broadcast. We hope you're enjoying the ride as we take you across America on the longest running road trip ever. Make sure you click on subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know whenever we go live. Don't forget to stop by the BigRigTravels.com website to learn about this trip and visit the BRT store and pick up your favorite shirts and the official Mash It mug.
Why, thank you.
Check us out on Facebook.
I will. I remember Shasta Cola. Does anybody remember Pick a Pop? It used to be, you know, stores that you go in there and the only thing they sold basically was soda. And it'd just be crates and crates of every imaginable style of cola you wanted. And you go through with your shopping cart. And this was back in the days of glass bottles. and you could fill your cart. I don't have a clue how much it cost back then, but that's what you did, was run around and you just mix and match every kind of soda flavor you wanted. Nelson, I appreciate that. Thank you. We got an awesome road crew as well. Moon pie. Woohoo, I like moon pies. Thank you, ABDO. Howdy. Texas. Howdy. Yeah, a lot of the trucks are really similar. In front, you have the red one in the middle, that's the 2019 or 20. The one on the right is a 2019 or 20. The one on the left is 2018 or earlier. Do I prefer interstates or the back roads? Depends on how tight my schedule is, but I love the back roads. Calgary, good deal. Howdy. How are you, Jimmy? Well, there was somebody in front in that spot, but they left. So maybe just have been a break. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. I'm going to Walmart. I didn't know we were going to Walmart. Gary, I'll be honest with you, I don't know how they build the trucks. I do know that there is a YouTube video I saw one time somebody made, and they actually made video inside the Freightliner factory. So you might want to search that out. Yes, it is great road trip weather. Nice to stay out of the snow and ice for a while. Is there a business owner? This is money wasted. What's money wasted? I'm the business owner of BigRigTravels. Where do I come from? Well, went to, I don't know, 17 different schools while I was growing up. But grew up a lot in Texas, San Antonio. So if I had to do it all over again, would I choose a different career? I loved working on aircraft. I loved working on photography, all of that. If anything, if I had to do it all over again, knowing what I know now, I don't think I would change anything. I really don't. Because I got to play with the photography and television broadcasting for a while. I played with aircraft and climbing up and down everything from a small King and Queen Air to a 747 SP. So this is money wasted? Sorry you feel that way, but I don't think so. So I would say I would do exactly the same stuff. Lethbridge, Alberta. Howdy to you. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen in a truck stop? I don't know. Because when I park in a truck stop, I don't sit in a driver's seat and look out the windshield. I usually, hang in the back or got my nose in my laptop or whatever. I'd say the way people speed like they're Mario Andretti in the parking lot. Did I work at Boeing? No. I did avionics, electrical wiring at companies that did private aircraft refurbishment and building, outfitting. Good deal, you got your calendars. Nancy, howdy, howdy, howdy. You're welcome, Eric. Glad you're late. Howdy, Anne Marie, Obley, whatever. Gary Smith, where you from, man? And you are right, America is amazing. There you go. Jeffrey's Travels is looking at the calendars. By the way, the calendars are 40% off if you buy one, 50% off if you buy the double pack. Until we run out. What, Nightbot ain't working? There we go. Woohoo. Did I ever do my developing of my own photographs? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. In the garage, Mom's bathtub, I used to develop my own black and white negatives. Used to develop my color negatives. Sit there in the dark in a closet and wind the film into the canister. Do the chemicals. Print all the negatives out. Never was really good with doing the dials for color, but I could do great. I used to do dodge and burn, before Photoshop and all that mess. Even learned how to develop E6 slides, all that good stuff. So yeah, I love doing that. In fact, it took me a long time to switch over to digital, because digital at that time when it first came out, you couldn't do everything you could, you know, with the regular film cameras. I'm talking to you, Lenny. Jeffrey Travels, go to the store and to the calendars you bought. Make sure you give it a 5-star rating. Yeah, them shadows are starting to creep up the mountain pretty quickly, up the trees and all. Would it cost more if you broadcast in 1080p? Theoretically, no. But we already pushed the envelope between buffering and a good quality broadcast at 720. If we did 1080, you're talking a whole lot more bandwidth being used, and I think we would end up buffering way more than what we do now. So I think 720 is a fair, good enough quality, to be honest with you. Now, if you're sitting at home and you're connected to, you know, internet through your home or office or whatever, and you're broadcasting and not moving, yeah, you could do whatever you want. But we're moving. We actually change towers every 20 miles, give or take, through the mountains and everything else. And for us to still hold signal, I think is fantastic. So we don't want to push it. So Rocker, Montana? Town Pump, yep. We do record in 1080. In fact, the recording we made earlier when we had no signal going through the mountains, we do hard record in 1080. What was the daft question? I must have missed it. Let me go back. What did I blow Gary off or what? Oh, no, nothing wrong with that question. I was just telling you. Because a lot of people actually, you know, equate, oh, you could broadcast in 4K, but they don't understand what it takes for us to broadcast from a moving truck in 720. They just assume the technology is the same and the setup is the same as if you're broadcasting from an office studio or a home studio connected to an internet and not moving. Well, it's a completely different setup. What countries have I been to? When I was a kid, I went to Mexico. Been to Canada a couple times. And America, and that's it. Yeah, we stop at Rocker once in a while. Well, my speed is 5 miles slower than traffic. It depends. California, you have to go 55. It doesn't matter that everybody and their brother passes me. And in places where it's 65 or 70, our top speed is 70. Chat is moving too fast for me to read. Am I coming to Alberta? I was just in, where'd I go? Selkirk Loop and all of that area last July. And glad you like. Do I have any hobbies? Oh, photography. Make sure you check out BigRigTravels.net. We're bringing 50,000 photographs back online. Very few days off. I'm usually working in the garden or working on the website. Mash it coffee mug. Eric, good. Glad you like. Just remember, we signed it and we baked the signature in. But still, you don't want to scrape it with sandpaper and scrub it with a Brillo pad. You know, you got to kind of take care of that signature there. Favorite chain to eat? I make my own food. Have I ever pulled a wagon? No, but I am licensed for doubles and triples. Do I get a bonus for saving fuel? No. But it makes my bosses happy. When am I leaving? Sometime in the morning. There are special permits and whatever to go between Canada and US. And yes, my company does do Canadian business, but that's not my department, so. What's for dinner? I don't know. We're still doing a stream. I can't eat while we're doing a stream. Brizzy boy, don't leave. Don't leave. You need to send me an email. You mentioned that you mailed me that item that we talked about in Las Vegas, and you said it came back again. Please send me an email. I've been trying to get a hold of you for like ever. Send me an email, Rizzy boy. BigRigSteve at BigRigTravels.com. I've been trying to get a hold of you for like ever and a day. I'd never ever see you. So send me email, Resi boy. I hope he heard that. He pops in and then he disappears. So send me an email, Resi boy, please. BigRigSteve at BigRigTravels.com. Do I have any perks while driving? I got the whole road crew as a perk. If a truck is overweight at a weigh station, what happens? You get a ticket. And you have to correct it. Cat Stray, you're welcome. Rizzy Boy's probably gone and he probably didn't hear. Dang nabbit, I wish he would send me an email. You can pick a state, pick any state, Google DOT weigh station truck overweight fine, and most states, Utah one of them, will publish what the rates are for how much you're overweight. Gary Smith, thanks for the $5. Resi Boy, woohoo, don't forget that email, man. Getting a hold of you is like finding a diamond, you know. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Gary, for the $5. L, what's L? Is that a euro dollar? I don't know. I don't know my foreign currency. Red Raider, howdy. What's my hometown? San Antonio and Illinois. Thank you, Jeffries. I appreciate that. Where do I go in Belvedere? A buddy's house. What are we watching? If you ain't figured it out, I don't know. Go have dinner. I'll probably have noodles. I'll probably figure that out later. Pound sterling. Sterling pound. Sterling diamond. A pound of sterling dollars. Woohoo. Thank you, sir. Jeff, out of all the mugs, I think we've sent out close to 150 mugs now. Yours was the only one that ever broke. So, sorry that happened to you, but glad we got you covered. Appreciate it. Man, you probably can't see it now, but the shadows have already started to creep up the bottom of the mountain. What's my favorite state to travel through? I'll go through them all. I like them all. I really do. Each state is different, so I don't really have a favorite state per se. I will say I like the Northwest. I like Montana, Idaho, Washington, Oregon, Northern California. I like the mountains, but the desert also has its own great areas. So we don't talk about what I think of Russia. That's nothing to do with this channel or anything like that. What truck stops have the worst coffee? There's no answer to that, because I have been in some brand name truck stops where they didn't make coffee, you know, that day or whatever, or they were completely empty or something. And then I've been in mom and pop truck stops that were small, but they had really good coffee. So it's not a matter of what truck stop has the coffee. It's just a matter of, is it fresh? Is it decent? Do they have good cups? Do they have creamer and sugar and all that more stuff? Stuff. Have I ever been to Kinley 95? Yes, I have. Tons of pictures of it too. Have I ever been to New Hampshire and Maine? Yes. It's been several years, but yep. What do I do to remedy the overweight problem if you don't manage to get to somewhere where you can weigh? That is something I don't like. you have to really make sure your weight is good before you go over a scale. Sometimes that may mean you have to go 25 miles in the opposite direction just to get yourself scaled out correctly. We didn't do that in Utah, and it cost us $50 because we were 1,000 pounds overweight on the back end there. So that's always one of my things. I hate if they load me so heavy and then there's a weigh station before there's even a chance for me to check the weight. Do I know where Kinley 95 is? Yes, I do, because we just talked about I've been there several times. All right, let's see if we can't. Well, yeah, I can't do anything to make the mountain come in better. Where are you from, Eric? Is that Phoenix? Red Raider, I appreciate you. Well, you know what makes us overweight is the 500, 600 people that we have stuffed in the truck. And then everybody brings their Cheeto bags. I don't have a favorite college basketball team. My mind's covered in with other stuff. Salt Lake City, if you think about it, Interstate 80 is the busiest freight lane in the country. So Salt Lake City just happens to be a pivot point between north and south and east and west. A lot of transfers happen there. That's why we spend a lot of time on Interstate 80, because Interstate 80 is got the most freight on it of any other, any other freight lane, any other highway. Well, Eric, we'll have to meet. Next time you have to send me an email or whatever, see if we can't take care of that for you. Have I ever slapped the glad hands on the back of the cab? You mean like pulled away with them still connected? I did that one time. I did that one time. You're welcome, trucking in Wyoming. How long are we stopped until tomorrow morning? Do I remember when fuel got in the water tank? I do. Obviously, yes. Yeah, you can't even see the mountain up there. You will, as the sun gets less intensive, you should be able to see it. Jim Berg, you're welcome. I try to spend time with you guys once in a while. Today was a good day to do it. So, I believe in answering questions, taking time. Y'all support me and support the website. And y'all buy stuff from the store and donate money and all that other mess. So yeah, the least I could do is spend some time with the road crew. Without you guys and your support and y'all sharing the website and sharing videos and whatnot, we wouldn't be as big as we are. So this is my way to give thanks back. Do I adjust the fifth wheel? Just adjust for weight. I have adjusted the fifth wheel one time in my entire career. 99.99999%. We've never had to. I don't remember that. Riley, you're asking silly questions now. Why did I mention Cheetos? I don't have chips in this channel. Makes me hungry. I just had dinner. Cheetos is the official food of Aunt Jemima. Aunt Jemima always brings Cheetos. Does driving a ton every day become boring? No. If I didn't like it, I wouldn't do it. Where is home? Right here. We're home. Mankato, Minnesota. Home to 7th Avenue and home... Oh, I forgot the band's name. Home Free. Eduardo, you're welcome. Chris, I'll see you tomorrow. Yes, Ken Smith. It's rare, but once in a while things will work out that you can actually get loaded early. So it really did work out. And I love it. I love that it worked out. Really made this possible. Otherwise, we would just be leaving. What time is it? We would still be sitting in the dock door down there, probably. So we got way ahead of the game. Where has Aunt J been? I don't know. I've not seen her. How did I get that guitar outro? That you could find, well, the jingles are custom made, obviously, but the closing song you can get from the YouTube Creator Studio music files there. Don't forget, if you buy a hat, you get a free hat pin until the end of the month. All you have to do is put both in the cart, your hat and the hat pin. Put both in the cart. When you check out, use coupon code FREEPIN, FREEPIN. We'll throw you in a free hat pin for you. Do I profit from YouTube? It pays for the website and everything. So we'll just leave it at that. It costs me about $650 a month or so to run the website. Why do trucks have 18 wheels? I don't know. Some engineer came up with that. Get me a replaceable hat. I'm pretty picky about my hats. Very, very rare do I find one that I like. And when I do find one, I'll wear it until it wears out. Why do I never go to Canada or Mexico? I guess you mean by truck driving. That's because there's so much freight here for me to take care of. I like changing to a new truck because it's a new truck. But it's annoying because I have a lot of stuff to move. I mean, you figure I live in the truck. So I've got a lot of stuff in here. Clothes and food and tons of stuff. Do I watch TV on the phone? No. I do have a 32-inch TV stuck to the wall. Once in a while I'll turn it on, but very rare. Usually I'm messing with the website, you know, trying to do stuff with that, answering emails, whatever, and then I go to bed. Because you figure when we have a long driving day and we have to get back driving in 10 or 12 hours, by the time you eat and whatever else you need to do, there's not that much room or not many hours in a day. You know, you go to bed and then you wake back up and you do it all over again. I don't, you know, the Pilot coffee, you can get it at the truck stop. I have a thing where if you buy 4 mugs, I'll give you a bag of Pilot coffee. If you look at the 4 mugs in a store. I was going to put Pilot coffee in the store. But the problem is the weight and the bulkiness of it. That's a minimum of like $6 to mail. So $6 to mail, $6 to buy. Who in the world's going to pay $12 for a bag of coffee? But if you guys want that, send me an email. And if enough of you send me an email and show you have interest, we could do it. We could try it. See how it goes. How long do I keep the truck? Until it gets to about 500,000 miles. I agree, Wayne. Ain't nothing worth on anything on TV. When is the truck due for service? Actually, we are due for A service and B service in less than 3,000 miles. Hey, there you go, Jeffrey Travels. I appreciate that. And that's a hat pin, P-I-N, not a free writing pen. Do I ever know where I'm going before I pick up my freight? Sure. Because I have to know where to go. Like right now, we already know what our next trip is. We already know where it picks up. We already know where it delivers. Where we will be next week, we have no clue. So it depends. Sometimes they'll give me 3 trips in a row. Sometimes we deliver and there is no trips and we don't know until we have to be somewhere. Does that make sense? Have I ever been to the Atlantic provinces? You mean the states on the eastern side or what? Isn't provinces Canada? Is the truck now manual or automatic? It is automatic. Do I prefer, when we first switched over to automatic, I didn't like it until I learned how to go between manual and automatic, and now I use both for whatever situation I'm in. Do I get any days off? I take about 4 or 5 days off a month. I've not been over to that side of Canada, Debbie. And Debbie, I'm glad you liked that book. That's good. I'm glad you liked it. Do big rigs have cruise control? Yes, they do. Did I go to Paris? I've been to Paris, Texas, but not the other Paris. Gary, glad you like. Automatic is great for cruising along and for traffic jams because you're not having to press on the clutch and all that mess. So I love it for that. Yes. Remember, you can right click on Snowman. Right click and download and save the picture. Any snowman image you want. Have I ever seen NASCAR haulers? All the time. You know, depending on if we're near them or whatever, but yeah. In fact, we've got, if you go to the BigRigTravels.net, the photo gallery, one thing we do have up is the trucking related galleries, big rigs that caught my eye, or something like that. In there, you'll see, I don't know, 2 or 3 racing trailers, NASCAR trailers. So the Jake brake is done with the celery stalk. Yes, there's a button for view large snowman image too. There is no clutch. You handle it on the celery stalk. Have I ever driven outside the US? Not a big rig, no. I think we're kind of getting low on hats. We might have to put another order in for hats. Either chat's broke or everybody quit talking. You could enjoy any video. You can enjoy any video streaming while parked at a stop like this using their free Wi-Fi. That is incorrect, because truck stops and all that, the free Wi-Fi does not allow you to stream. If you want to buy their premium packages, yes you can. But doing the free stuff, that they'd block that. Otherwise everybody would be streaming, using up massive amounts of data. Do you a page on your website for disabled people that watch you on what? On VAT? Well, it's not a stupid question, but I don't understand the question. Do I a page on a website for disabled people? I don't know what you mean, but send me an email and try to explain what you're talking about. If there's something that I could do for disabled folks that watch us, I'm all for it. I'll do whatever it takes if I can help out disabled folks, but I don't know what that entails. I don't know what I could do to help disabled people. If you have info, send that to me in an email. We'll definitely look into that. Do I mind when a crew member meets me? I don't. Don't knock on the door in the middle of the night, obviously. I don't mind when a road crew member meets me. In fact, we've got quite a few of them in the road crew gallery that we've met at and taken pictures with, and a whole bunch more that met and didn't want their picture taken. So it don't bother me at all. Just be courteous. If you meet and we're in the fuel island, just remember it can only be like a handshake or whatever, because usually we got to hit the road or whatever, but play it by ear. See the truck directly in front of you, the gray one? That's what our truck looks like. No need to be sorry, Debbie. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, if there's something I can do to help disabled or to help anybody with better viewing or whatever, I would. TJ Elevator Fan, good to see you, man. No, you did all right. You did okay. If I'm asleep, I won't hear anything. I just happened to be waking up when you came by. TJ Elevator Fan, I want to tell you, I looked at your website. I'm very proud of you. I think that's a fantastic website. You great YouTube channel. So very proud of you, TJ Elevator Fan. You mentioned mailing a truck with a Big Rig Travels logo on it. I've not seen that. If you sent it, I don't know. Send me an email, we'll talk about it. But good job on your website there, Elevator Fan. Have I ever seen the game show Jeopardy? Yes. Edric, where are you? We were by you twice. I don't know where you are. You're welcome, TJ. We looked at a lot of your Instagram photos and your videos and all that stuff. In fact, one of the pages I want to do eventually is the Road Crew Spotlight. And it's where we talk about some of the road crew that have channels and do things with their communities and things like that. And actually you were one of the first ones I thought of. So Jonathan Clark, glad that it's helped you. And that's one of the reasons why I don't talk nonstop for 8 hours. First off, I don't want to talk like that. And second of all, let's get rid of this fake imposter here. Obviously that's not me, even though it is my picture. But I don't want to chat while we're driving all the time. I like to let people just run it in the background. They look up at the scenery when they want, and if not, it's just background. Moni, Illinois. We've spent the night there before. Jimmy K, thank you very much. We've been doing this 14 years now. So anniversary month is September 2006. No, we don't use retreads, if that's what you mean by retro bands. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate that. Well, Tad, you can always ask me in a private email. How come I go around Indianapolis instead of going through it? Well, downtown usually has more traffic in it, and you could really just like zoom around the outside quicker. Less traffic, less fuss. We have rolled straight through it on a weekend or whatever and broadcast right through the middle of Indianapolis. Chris, since 2015. Nice. Gus, you are welcome. I do have an absolute premium data plan. Oh, Troop 327. I don't care how good you are or how long you've been trucking. Sometimes you just screw up. As long as you don't screw up by hitting anybody, you'll be alright. Sometimes I can't hit a parking spot for like nothing. So Are trucks allowed through downtown Atlanta? No, they are not. You must go around the loop. You can go in the loop, but only if you can prove that you have a customer, and none of the customers are really inside. So yeah, you could get a massive fine for being inside the loop in Atlanta if you can't prove by paperwork that you have a reason. So it looks like we're almost, well, the sun's gone. Thank you, drawing. Thank you, Debbie. We'll look at the email after a little while. Let's see, it's 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, the sun's down. How about we end this stream and start all over again tomorrow? Will that work? We've spent a couple of hours talking with you, and as always, it's a good time to talk with you guys. We'll have to do it again sometime, but for now I'm gonna relax, talk to family and friends on the phone, take care of other business, get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow we finish up California, run through Oregon, run through Washington, make delivery as soon as we get there, and then we'll play it by ear. So I will see everybody in the morning. No exact time, no alarm clocks allowed. And I will see everybody in the morning. Thank y'all. You are the best road crew ever. Don't forget, stop by the store all the way into the end of the month. Buy a hat, get a free hat pin. Put both of them in your cart and use a coupon code FREEPIN, FREEPIN, and we'll give you the hat pin for free. Adios. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so very much.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
All right, good night, everybody. I'll see you in the morning.